Good morning, good people. This is your Poolproof Wisdom moment. Time. Over the years, I've come to believe that it is the most invaluable currency we have. It's the one thing that no matter what we want or how we try, we cannot recover it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And I think that so many of us go through life always thinking about time, but never really paying attention to how we're using it. We assume that another day will come. We assume that this too shall pass, so we don't do anything to address whether or not it is serving a purpose in our life. And we come up with all of these reasons and rationales for why time is always there for us, when in fact, it's proven that it won't always be. And that's not a maudlin thought. It's not a sad thought. It's just factual. So I think the onus falls to each of us to dictate how we're going to best use our time to help us live the best lives we can. Now, for anyone who's read a blog that I've posted or seen anything that I've taped here and shared before or listened to a podcast where I've spoken about it, you've got to know that I am not a fan of having my time wasted. I don't get angry about a lot of things. There's just no reason to. But I do get highly upset when people do waste my time, because I do realize I can't get it back and I don't want it wasted. To the extent possible, I try to fill every moment of my day with something useful and purposeful so that the time I have is as valuable as it really is. I know how valuable it is. So, two pieces of advice I often give to those who are trying to figure out ways to make sure that they are using their time appropriately come down to two aspects of our personality and our relationships that I believe are ultimately what guide us as far as how we're going to allow time to be deployed throughout the course of any given day. The first one is to not give your time to things that don't matter. And that could be anything. That could be a circumstance, that could be a worry, that could be someone who is creating drama in your life for whatever reason. Interestingly, speaking about people, the second one is not to give your time to people who think you don't matter. How's that for something to make you sit up and take notice? Don't give your time to things that don't matter, and don't give your time to people who think you don't matter. Because in each instance, that is not only disrespectful, but it speaks to the importance of you being sure of who you are so that you know not to waste your time on anything or anyone who doesn't realize how important and valuable you are. And that's your Foolproof Wisdom moment for today. Find me on Spotify, on Apple and Google Podcasts, on Anchor.fm, and podcast platforms everywhere.